Hi there, Virgo. I'm EllaAradia, and welcome to your December 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. This reading is for my Virgo Earth signs, where we'll be exploring the overall energies and themes for the month ahead, as well as taking a deeper dive into how these might be playing out for you in your life. This is a general reading. It's going to resonate a little bit differently for all of you. What I do find, though, is there is always a shared theme that runs through the collective of all of you Virgo signs. So take what feels aligned to you and just leave the rest. And before we jump in, a big thank you to all of you who are supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So if you enjoy this reading and you haven't already done that, please do. It helps the channel out a lot. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and then you can get notified when the next videos are up. So Virgo, let's jump in. I always like to just tune into the energies first, Virgo, before I start pulling cards. Just like to see what gets shown to me. I'm seeing a lot of energies of newness, new beginnings, new chapter, new creative opportunities. For some of you, new love. And there's a lot of excitement around this. But at the same time, there's also a little bit of a guarded energy that I'm picking up on, a little bit of a held back energy, which I feel is due to perhaps your past, past disappointments or letdowns, which have perhaps broken your trust a little bit in other people, in life in general. But there is some kind of, major new start here for you. And a big invitation, I feel, from the universe to really move out of your comfort zone and to really face any fears or insecurities that might be coming up for you this month. So with your overall energies, the Three of Wands, a card of growth, of expansion, of looking at what else is out there for you. It's a card of possibility. What lies in your recent past, the Eight of Swords. Your current energies, the Hanged Man. So you're being asked to see something from a little bit of a different perspective here. And I feel it's whatever this Eight of Swords represents. There's some kind of, feeling a little bit stuck on something from the past. And an invitation to, maybe take a step back and to try to get into the bigger picture of something. Because I see the word diversion. Something may have come to a close, fallen through, or didn't turn out the way you wanted it to because you were meant to perhaps take a different path, which is what this Three of Wands is, some kind of new beginning. But it is one, like I talked about at the beginning, where it will involve you moving out of your comfort zone, because that's what the energies of this card is all about. Your feelings towards your situation, the King of Wands. Let's just look at your challenge first. The Eight of Pentacles. That's a card of putting the work in. But when I see it in the challenge, there might be a little bit of stuck energy around that, around, figuring out, what is your next step? What's your next direction? And who or what do you want to really, invest your energies in? What do you want to put that work into moving forwards? I keep getting drawn into this King of Wands here. This may be someone that you're dealing with, someone who's showing up in your life as, this King of Wands energy. Someone very charismatic, fiery, someone who follows their heart. Your hidden influence is the Five of Swords. What I'm feeling here is You know, this can be male or female. And I feel like this represents somebody that you are feeling a little bit stuck about here, Virgo. And, you know, there may have been some conflict, you know, with this Five of Swords here as, you know, the hidden influence, you know, something that's impacting the connection. Because for those of you that this does relate to love, I do feel there is an invitation for something here to go to next level, especially with the Three of Wands as your overall energies there, because it is a card of growth, moving out of your comfort zone. It's also a card of working together as a team. And I really get the sense that whoever this King of Wands is, you know, this is someone that you're feeling kind of really stuck about. But on another level, I also get the sense that they may not be, you know, giving you what you truly want. You know, it feels to me like there's a lot of, you know, connection, passion and attraction between the two of you. This is someone very charismatic, someone who, you know, goes after what they want, someone with a lot of, you know, a lot of fiery, passionate energy. But I get the feeling that maybe there is something more that you need beyond just a kind of physical attraction here. So, you know, this may be someone that you feel those sparks with, but maybe someone that isn't perhaps ready to give a deeper, more emotional commitment to you. And I do feel like you're still very drawn to this person, and that's where that stuck energy is there of the Eight of Swords. But what I was feeling right at the very beginning was some lessons in not letting the past hold you back, moving out of your comfort zone, because there is a new chapter opening up for you. You know, there's a lot of energy of new beginnings, new opportunities, possibility. And I feel like it's important to make sure that whatever that is that you still feel a little bit stuck around in the past, to make sure that it doesn't block you from, you know, something more, that it doesn't block you from your own growth and evolvement, that it doesn't block you from what you truly want. Because, you know, this may be someone who, you know, does have that attraction to you, but may not be interested in something more, in something committed. That's the energies I'm getting off that card anyway. And you're being asked to take a pause here to really reevaluate this situation and take a good look at, you know, what do you want moving forwards? Even if, you know, with this Eight of Pentacles, it's about perhaps investing that energy in yourself, in your life, and what you really want to create. And I do get the sense of conflict that you may have, you know, voiced your needs, your desires. And there may have been conflict. You know, this person might not be quite ready to really step up to the plate. And, you know, that may have put some distance between you. But I do feel for those of you that do have that distance, or you are in, you know, some kind of no contact situation here, it has given you that pause to really take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. And looking at what you really want moving forwards. And it may involve also perhaps cutting ties with whatever that is or whoever that is that isn't really serving your highest good, isn't really feeling fulfilling. Cutting ties with, any toxic connections. Because to me, it feels a little bit like this energy to stay. You end up sacrificing some of your needs and what you really want here, Virgo. And in your guidance, we have the Tower. So trust what's happening here. Trust what's unfolding. The Tower is all about sudden change, upheaval, the breaking down of old structures, that no longer truly serve us. And, whatever has occurred with this person, whatever has broken down, I see that word diversion again. I feel like, things are happening for a reason. Things are falling apart for a reason because you're meant to put them back together in a better way. And, the Tower is quite a challenging card, and it's really important to really trust a little bit more in your soul's guidance and the direction it's taking you. Trust in, the events that are occurring, what's unfolding. Because it's very often, these Tower moments are very often changes which are really needed, even though they can be tough, they can be challenging. It involves sometimes letting go of, what we thought something was going to be, how we thought it was going to turn out. We tend to hold on to, the story of, what we wanted it to be. And it may be to actually try to get more into what is, rather than looking at the potentials which, don't really seem to be manifesting here. And in your outcome, we have the World. And this is a card of an upgrade. I always think of this as a card of graduation. It's the ending of a chapter, the beginning of a new one. And it's really an energy of growth. It's all about, evolving and growing and moving things to the next level. And I really do feel that, like I said, even though it might be challenging and it's hard to let go sometimes, it is about trusting what's unfolding and just making sure that you don't get stuck too long in the past, that you actually miss, the new blessings and opportunities that are coming in for you. So trust the process here, Virgo. I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, no matter what comes through in a reading, moving forwards, always trust what feels right for you. So thanks so much for being here, and I wish you a great month ahead.